Let's do it.
Are you ready? All right, Jeffrey.
I don't want to see. I like the suspense.
Okay. Mine's more hollow. Nothing in there. Hello everyone and welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
board games.
And
board gaming things.
Exactly, we're here back again today with another episode of Board Games and Brew. That bit is like getting old. Use a handle.
You know what I like?
Be an adult. What?
Same bit over and over and over and over.
I know
again.
you do.
Never gets old.
It does get old though.
Not me.
It got old like the second time you did it and I was like, really? Change the record. We're just kind of getting in the mood for a fight because we're here today again for another installment of Who Plays It Better? Who plays it best?
I don't know the games. Jamie picked the games. I don't know them. I'm very curious to see how this is going to go.
I randomly selected 10 games from our collection. And
I selected 10 from our selection.
Exactly. And basically what we're going to do is I'm going to say the game and then Jeff and I on the count of 3 are going to say which one of us that we think plays the game better and then we will discuss. Okay?
Discuss as in argue.
Argue. Yeah. Everybody likes to watch us fight. And, you know, I'm always down for a good fight. Let's just dive in. The first game on the list for today is going to be Dice Throne. And Dice Throne is from Dice Throne or Roxley.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you got your answer after
Sure
here?
do.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Jeff.
Jamie. For sure it's me.
Jamie.
Number 1 when we were playing. Did you
Jamie.
not watch the tournament?
Jamie,
What?
I won the tournament with Pyromancer.
Jeff, you won with a character that is overpowered.
I love that.
And
then,
also, I won.
No, then the caveats come in. You know I'm better at that game
You
than
happened
you.
to win the final game, but you didn't win.
That's the
more
one that
games.
matters.
You didn't win more games than me. I was
Does
like,
some-
win.
does-
And then
does-
Jeff's like, I don't want to play
Does the
anymore.
person that wins the Stanley
Me.
Cup? Does the person that wins the Stanley Cup, are they like, well, we didn't win as many games as you, but
Because we
so
weren't playing with the same characters the whole time.
doesn't matter.
It
You win the
matters.
big game.
Doesn't, no. That's
The
not how
best
it works.
players win the big game. They
In
show up.
terms of
They show up in the
statistics-
final. They win the championship. That's what I did.
In terms of statistics, I have won
No,
that
we're not
game
getting
way
in.
more.
We're not getting into
But
this realm of pulling out your
statistically-
stupid BG stats.
Statistically, I am better at that game.
No.
I pull it out right now. I'll fight you.
I don't want to get in the business of you just.
I'd like
pulling
to
out
see
the
you
app.
try and win without like Pyromancer. Like
Okay.
try and win
Okay,
with
cool.
somebody else.
Okay, cool.
Good luck, because you ain't doing it.
I won with multiple people during that tournament.
I don't think that you did. The point is that I am better at that game, and let's move on to the next game. You ready?
That one's bull.
We have 10 games to go through, Jeffrey. We've got no time for your nonsense. The next game that we have is Lord of the Rings, The Confrontation.
Oh, okay. Oh, God. If you pick yourself, I'm going to freaking riot.
Okay, 3, 2, 1,
Jeff,
Jamie. And I'm
are
gonna
you
tell why.
kidding me?
No, okay, so here's what I found out. When you play, you always play as Sauron and like the dark side. Okay?
Jamie, the
And
last time
there-
we played, I was the Fellowship.
And I won.
So?
Do you not understand?
I've won that game
Listen,
more
no.
than you.
I am a,
You used your stats
I'm a firm
for
believer,
Dice Throne, but now all of a sudden
But you've only ever played as the light side once,
and I was one turn away from winning.
but you didn't win.
One
And
turn.
Okay, so Lord of the Rings Confrontation is like a 2-player, like head-to-head game where
This
either
is
you're
bullshit.
getting Frodo to Mordor or you're killing Frodo or whatever. Sauron's group, all of the bad guys, had these really high-power battle cards, like 6s and 5s, and Frodo and his friends are like 2s
That's
and 1s.
thematic.
And exactly, but also
The Fellowship won in the movies, so
well,
don't
and
use
I
it.
have won with the Fellowship only once, but every other time it's just like how can I win against like
Because you're
6
supposed to hide. That's
I
the whole
do
point.
hide.
You're supposed to sneak around. Your problem is you're
Sometimes
like,
it
I'm going to
doesn't
fight you. I'm going to fight you. And it's like, you're a little weakling.
Well,
don't,
you know what? From
don't
now
just
on,
fight
I'm
on.
going to play as Sauron.
Yeah, okay,
And
fine.
then you'll never win again.
Cool.
And we'll
Yeah,
see how
we'll
you
see.
like it.
Yeah, sure.
Point is, it's me.
This is stupid.
All right.
You just pick yourself for everything, even though the obvious answer is me.
Let's see. Are there any here that I would pick you for? Next up, we have King Domino.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Jamie.
Jamie.
Yes. Okay, I was going to say, there's not a chance.
Just see, because I will give credit where credit is due,
And
unlike you.
I will as well when it is due. So far, it has not been due. King Domino is like my bread and butter kind of game.
Jamie crushes me at all of those tile placement games. She crushed me at Isle of Skye recently. She crushes me at King Domino. She crushes me at Overboss. New York Zoo. Any of those games I'm not going to do well in.
Any lighter games in general, for some reason, I do better at. And any more like heavy strategic games that have like more going on.
You crush me in Blood Rage.
That's true. Okay, so maybe I'm just better at everything.
Next
up we have Trek 12.
I find it interesting. Okay, wait a second. Can I jump in here quick? You literally just got finished. I'm way better at light games, and every game you've picked is a light game. I bet you the entire list, random, is light games.
It's not. Okay.
Also, I think I'm better at Trek 12 than you.
We have to do the countdown. 3, 2, 1.
Jeff.
Jamie.
What are the stats on this one?
I actually have no idea. But I actually think this one is pretty balanced.
I disagree. I feel like I've beaten you way more in that game than you've beaten me. You keep using these stats when they're in your favor, but when they're not in your favor, they don't.
Checking.
Do it.
I'm going to check.
Check.
Let's see.
Check.
Okay, I'm checking.
Check.
Whoop. Okay, here we go. Okay, games. Let's see, Jeff. Here we go.
You also are the keeper of the stats, so...
Well, Jeff,
I question them in general.
Don't lie.
Yeah, well...
Literally.
It depends on the inputter, which is you.
Okay,
Does the inputter lie?
Listen, it doesn't matter what the stats
Yeah,
say.
I bet it's like 75 to 25 or something ridiculous.
No, you've won 10 times and I've won 7 times.
Yeah.
So it's pretty evenly matched if you do ask me. Okay, so you're slightly better.
Okay, thank you. So do you want to change your answer?
Still, I don't know. I still think I think with more time and practice, I could be better. Okay, so that was Trek 12, which is a very fun roll and write that you should definitely try.
Agreed.
Okay, the next one is, I actually don't know what I'm going to say here. And that is Fuji Flush. So this one is like, it's a party game, you know?
Fuji Flush is so good.
It's so good. All right, ready?
No, this one's tough for me too.
Yeah, it's tough. I think I know what I'm going to say.
I think I know what I'm going to say.
All right. 3, 2, 1,
Jeff.
Yeah. I think that you've won more than I have.
I think I have, yeah.
And I don't know what it is, but like I just get so latched on to making chew trains that
You do. You play a lot of twos when you shouldn't.
Okay, so with Fuji Flush, you can make like chains of numbers. And whenever you do that, you call it a chew train. So if somebody throws out a 2 and everybody starts chanting, 2, chew, train, 2, chew, train. I can't not throw down a 2, even if I theoretically would want to flush everyone.
Jamie always wants to start trains.
I love the trains. So yeah, I don't think I'm very
However,
good at that game.
Danielle's very good at that game.
Danielle's very good at it because
Danielle from Table Knots.
Because like
she's very
she'll do anything and
unassuming.
Max will also be like, well, I guess I'll just let Danielle win.
Yeah.
It's like that they're in collusion.
We played a game in Kentucky at Fuji Flush, and I think it was Doolin, actually.
Yeah.
Just was like, I'm going to play this card and you win. Do
you
remember that?
He had a much better card.
He had a much,
and we're like, you just let her win.
We were like, why didn't you play that? He was like, oh, I was saving it. But
For
you
what?
lost.
For what? What was the reason?
Oh, so
Anyways,
good.
yeah, I don't think that.
I love that game.
There are certain games that like I just don't care if I win.
I love
and I think
introducing
that's one
people
of them.
to that one.
Me too.
So good.
Now we are on game number 6. And this one is a little game I like to call the Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Way to throw yourself a softball.
Are you ready?
Yeah, these are for sure random.
They were random. I was just like, whoop. It's not my fault that there's more games that I'm better at. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Jamie.
Very clearly. And I don't know why.
I don't have an argument.
I think like in that game, I have a tendency to try different things. And I think you always go for the research strategy. Yeah, which like your argument has always been that the research strategy is overpowering. And yet that's not the strategy that I ever win with.
Yeah, it's fair.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm willing to take that criticism.
Here's my tips and tricks. Don't listen because I don't want you to steal my stuff.
Well, it's all different now with the asymmetrical powers.
That's true too.
I will never go back to base Arnak after getting that expansion.
Can
we play that again soon?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a while since I could. I already sang that
Hold
one.
my head up high.
I need to sing a new song. Everybody's been really into like my early 2000s songs. What's a good song? What was on Big Shiny Tunes?
Which one?
All of them. Any of them.
Misery is what I feel.
Yeah, that's a Canadian song.
You're not around.
So I can't heal. Is that Moffat's? Misery. Is that the Moffat's? Yeah, it's what I feel. It's what I feel.
Do you guys know that song? Most of them probably aren't Canadian, so you don't know. Anyways, I totally forget where we were, but my strategy in Arnak is the deck building part. I try and buy as many cards as I can, getting the points.
I did try that strategy last time and did better than I normally do.
Like I don't think you typically don't focus on the cards at all, and a lot of people don't. They focus on the research track or defeating the Guardians, but I do think the cards are a key piece to that game.
I think there's a couple cards in that game too that really can propel you to a victory.
Yep, ain't that the truth? All right, we're on to the next one, and that is Yo Ho Ho Skull King.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Well. Yeah. Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1.
Jamie.
Jeff. Really? Because okay. So here's my thing. I don't think
that's the first time we've ever done that. I think.
I know. I don't
I'll
think
explain
that
mine.
I'll explain mine too because I
You
don't
go
think
first.
I've ever won that game. I don't think inherently either Jeff or I are good at this game.
I have one. I have one.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay. But here's the thing. I play the game and Jeff goes all in, saying that he's never going to win. He says, okay, so in Skull King, you're betting on how many tricks you're going to win. And if you say 0 and you actually get 0, it's a huge payout. So that is your strategy.
Always.
And if you are successful at that, nobody's going to be able to catch you. But it is very hard to be successful at that. And I don't know. I feel like I'm always like 1 off from what I bid.
So let's say, for example, you bid 3 tricks and you get 4.
Yeah.
You're actually going to lose 10 points. But if you bid 0, it's multiplied by a round. So let's say I bid 0 in round 5. And I'm probably getting a little bit of the nuance of this incorrect. But if I bid 0 in round 5, I'm going to get like 50 points. But if you get it wrong, so if I have bid 0 and I get 1, like I'm losing the round multiplication. So I'd be losing like 50 points. So it's real swingy. And my problem is that I'll do well in rounds 1 to 5 bidding 0. I can manipulate off my cards and try not to take a trick. But it's the issue when I get into like the higher rounds, I'm still bidding 0, that I blow up my game. And that's why I picked you, because I am self-sabotaging. Because later on in the rounds, I should be only bidding tricks.
Yeah.
Because like you're not going to lose quite as many points.
No.
But I love shooting for the fence. It's like shooting, what's it called in Hearts? Shooting for the moon. I'm always shooting for the moon in that game.
Yeah. And I don't. And I always think like, I look at my hand and I'm like, yeah, I got this. I'm going to win 3 tricks. And without fail, I always am off by 1. And I've never won this game.
Skull King's very fun.
It's so fun. All right, here it comes. Here it comes. Ready? The next one we're going to be fighting about is Scythe.
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1,
Jeff.
Okay, I want it to save myself really, really badly. But
you know that's not true.
I know that it's not true, but I think it could be true. It's just like, I don't know, when it comes to those types of games, I always focus on doing like one thing, and then if somebody screws that up for me, then it's just like my whole plan is gone and I don't know what to do anymore. And I feel like you've won that game way more than me.
Yeah, I think I've developed a couple strategies in that game. That's a tough thing with like Scythe.
Tell me your strategies.
No.
I told you mine.
I think that's a tough thing with Scythe is like, the more you play it and you develop that strategy and you win more often than not, it's tough for other people to kind of counteract that, especially if they're not as experienced in the game. Same issues that I have with like Blood Rage, but I'm not the experienced player in Blood Rage.
Do you know what I find the most difficult? There are times inside where I think I'm winning, but I always forget about how end of game scoring works. And I think that like the first time that we played it after not playing for like a year, I think we both forgot. And you're like, oh yeah, I've got this in the bag. And then I ended up being ahead of you.
That was the second last time we played.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about like how important the popularity
I was
track
like,
was.
oh, well, I got all this and I have this and I ended the game. So obviously I'm going to win. And then suddenly it's like, psych, yes, sir. 2 games left. The next game is Imperial Settlers, Empires of the North. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Jamie, obviously.
I don't think I've ever won that game.
I love that
She
game.
only plays the same faction, so.
Nah, last time I played a different faction.
Did you win against Sam and?
I don't think so.
No, I think.
I think either Katie or Sam
I think
won.
Katie won.
Maybe, yeah.
I can't remember.
I think she played as the Penguin Girl, though.
Did she?
Yeah. The Penguin Girl, listen, if you play this game, first of all, we freaking love this game. It is amazing. We recently have got almost all of the different factions.
I think we're going to do a video about it.
Yeah.
All the factions in that game and maybe rank our favorite factions.
Yeah. The only one that we're missing are the Egyptian ones. But there's a very specific faction in Empires of the North that might be a little OP. If that's how you want to feel. I don't know.
I've never beaten her.
But it's the Penguin
But I also
Girl,
don't think I'm very good at that
she can
game.
get a real engine just
so many
blowing
cards.
up. And like you get points from cards. Anyways, I love this game and I am
Jamie's
definitely
way better than I am at that one. Yep.
Yeah.
That's an easy one.
Ain't no competition. We have 1 game left.
Did
on
you
the
pick a
list.
banger?
I think I did. And this is one that it's going to probably take me a couple minutes to think about, but maybe just a couple seconds. And that game is Clank, a deck building adventure.
Okay. Oh boy.
Okay.
It's been a hot minute. Just wait.
OG Clank.
Not space?
No.
I do think I'm better at you than you at space.
I'm better at you too.
Clank.
A deck building adventure.
Okay.
3, 2, 1,
Jeff.
Jamie. Now, listen.
This one's close, I think.
This one is probably close. Okay, so I think that what happens, or how I typically play the game, which I think is a good strategy, is I get in, get out. And then
Very annoying.
sometimes Jeff's just like stuck in the dungeon and I'm already out. And I'm like, that dragon's going to eat you, you dummy. You should get out.
I like to push my luck a lot.
Yeah.
And so I'll stick around at the depths of that dungeon.
Trying to get like all of the things that he
probably
can get.
a lot longer. Like trying to get the little, like, not even treasures, because once you get one, it's like, once you get one of the ones farther down, you're not going to get another one if you don't really need to. But getting like the little idols and stuff, I'm always like, oh yeah, there's 5 more points. There's 5 more points.
And I just get in and get out. Now the way that I play though is kind of annoying.
Yeah,
right?
and it's very risky because like if no one's busting or no one's getting killed by the dragon, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
By doing that strategy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just grab whatever I first see and I'm like, see you later, suckers. And then I just try to let the dragon eat people, which I think is obviously a good strategy because it has been proven successful for me. It's been a while since we played Clank. We played it last year.
Since we've returned to it, I'm like, if we're going to play Clank, I'd rather play Clank in space because I think that's the better version. I do think that one's that could go either way.
So those are 10 more games that I am better at than Jeff.
Why do I agree to this?
I think that we agree on all of them that I said I was the best. I'm better at Dice Throne. I'm better at Lord of the Rings Confrontation. I'm better at King Domino. I'm better at Trek 12. I'm better at Lost Ruins of Arnak and Empires of the North. So that is more than half of those games where I
wasn't listening.
am better.
I
Anyways,
completely tuned you out there.
we will keep doing these every now and then because it's fun to fight. If you guys want to see us fight about other topics, you can feel free to leave some suggestions below on videos that you might like us to do. Before we kind of get into our outro, I would like to just post a reminder here about our upcoming Q&A. If you would like to ask us any questions for an upcoming Q&A that we're going to do, please feel free to leave them in the comments below and I will snatch them up. And we did also put a channel in our Discord called Q&A. So if you're in our Discord, you can throw questions in there. We won't answer them in the Discord. We'll answer them in the video. But I think that's all that we have for you guys today. If you're interested in buying board games, like any of the ones we talked about that I am better at, which was pretty much all 10 of them, you should first start by checking your friendly local
There was
gaming
even
store.
some you admitted I was better. What are you talking about?
That doesn't sound like me.
Jeez.
So you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store, and for us here in Halifax, that is
Boardroom Game Cafe.
Yes, we need to go back there soon.
I was just there.
I wasn't.
I was, though.
Yeah, but I mean to go and play games. You were there to shop.
Yeah, we should reach out to Kyle and Becca. Kyle and Becca.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see,
Please subscribe.
we hope to see you again soon. And now we say goodbye. Goodbye.
Later days.
Oh wait, gotta wait for the friggin' dirt bike kids.
4-wheeler.
Even worse.
I would love to have a 4-wheeler. You wouldn't come 4-wheeling with me if I bought one?
No, because I'm not a friggin' hillbilly. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real jerk move, but it's super
real
fun to do.
Yeah.
All right, dirt bike kids, dirt bike kids. That one had like a mini one.
Yeah.
My voice is like basically back completely. Yeah.
I'd like to do that.
Yeah.
We got some 4-player games we could bring. We need to get played.
Yeah, why?